She does it better with Brianna Dutton and Kevin Tibbs. Let's get into it. She do it better. She do it better. She do it better. She do it better.
Welcome to the She Does It Better podcast. I'm the assistant coach, Kevin Tibbs, and the head coach right there, the lady in charge, Brianna Dutton. Welcome. We're back again. We're in episode number 4.
Yes, sir.
Who would have thought we would have made it this far? we can say that for one more episode.
One more episode to say that.
We need emails, questions. You got any questions for us? We need you guys to
we can have a
participate.
questions episode with 5 questions total because 5 people are listening.
3 of them be from Kayla.
Hey.
1 from Eric for being smart, and maybe 1 or 2 from Kara.
Yeah, I don't even think my own mom's listening. So, mom, if you're out there, you're a fake
She's
fan.
a hater. Yeah, she's well, let's talk. Last week we talked more about some of your travel. Let's get back into the WNBA this week.
Back to it, because we're late. We got a lot to cover.
Yeah, we're probably like a week and a half out, but it doesn't matter. You know, most of y'all don't know what we're talking about anyway, so we're just gonna.
This is true.
Get y'all back on track.
Get your Google out. All right.
But last week the Commissioner's Cup ended, and guess who made it to the title?
It hasn't ended yet.
It's not ended. Well,
the
they
finals are July.
They clinched. I'm just talking about the clinching the title spot to compete in the Commissioner's Cup. I don't know if you call that a title spot or what, but they clinched the spots in the game.
But you were wrong, and I was right.
Hold on. What do you mean I was wrong?
Boy, you said you hated on my fever, bro. You are a hater.
I said you had a fever for picking the fever.
No. See? Still hating on me. And they're in the finals, bro.
But if Jaquel didn't get injured,
it don't matter.
They probably wouldn't be there.
If don't help here.
Give credit where it's due.
Exactly.
They won. Clark missed a couple games too.
Exactly. So
yeah,
we lost hope for a little bit there, but we're good.
Yeah, she came back right in time to save them.
Sure did.
Yeah, I think they said the highest rated WNBA regular season game.
The
like 20
Fever and Liberty, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, close to 20 million people. Might have been more.
When you score 9 points in 38 seconds, credit where credit is due, buddy.
I mean, it's probably some of the bad defense they were playing on it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
watched
it same as I did. No, see, I was
sitting
right
off
next to that guy when we were watching it. Oh my god, she's so.
Oh man, they were like 5 feet away from her.
He's a liar.
True to that. I am lying. No, they played
crazy 30 seconds.
They played her tight, but she was balling. You know, coming off the injury, I think she had a little more energy than previous. Before, I actually thought she would be tired towards the end of that game, but she
came out with.
She was amazing that game.
But I think that's also credit to their coaching staff, because I think that they kept her out for like an additional game when maybe she could have came back, and instead she came back stronger than she would have beforehand.
Yeah. So. Well, credit the coaching staff for that, because that's a big deal. A lot of times you're trying to rush a player back and they're just not ready, and
especially
you can see it.
Like that.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I'll say about her, Caitlin, she, like, not just her shooting ability, but she has some of the best passes in the league. Also, though, she had never seen a pass that she didn't think she could make. She stops the turnovers.
No, I think she was quickest to 400 assists.
Is that right?
I think.
Yeah, and she might have been the quickest to 400 turnovers too.
Okay.
No, she's good, but I mean, she's always trying to make a play, so turnovers are going to happen. She almost reminds me of what they would say, like a Brett Favre, like a gunslinger quarterback
Yeah.
that always thinks he can complete the pass, even though it's not a good chance he can complete it, and they throw it in there, interception. But she, I mean, she does it.
She was fastest
She makes the
player
game
to
exciting.
record 400 assists.
Oh wow, probably by a lot too.
Wild. But they did their thing, and now they're in the final. That's all that matters.
And who are they taking on? Oh, who they going to lose to? Yep, it's the Lynx.
Hey, no slander. You never
Lynx
know.
gonna give him the Lynx gonna give him an L. They'll be out for that one.
You don't know.
It's all right. Just be happy you made it.
Okay, and I'm still hopeful.
Yeah,
I'm saying it right now.
But don't put no money down on that game.
Okay, we have another hater in the group.
The betting odds are not in your favor.
Look at your shirt right now. The slander when you're wearing that shirt.
Oh, but I can speak the truth because Minnesota right now are 12-1.
He ain't wearing a Minnesota shirt, y'all. That's all I'm saying. For our listeners who aren't watching the video, he's wearing a Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever t-shirt and making fun of Indiana right now as we speak.
I gotta have something WNBA on.
Okay, but don't hate on the team you're literally wearing.
I'm supporting the league. Supporting by buying merch.
I bought that.
My bad. They don't need to know that. Hey, look, I'm wearing it, so I'm supporting.
I know.
Yeah, that's what, like Nike's gonna be my official sponsor. One of these days we're gonna get some sponsors.
Sponsor us. We're broke.
Yeah, but right now the Fever going in. Well, what's that game? Maybe July 1st. I forgot the date of the game.
Think July 1 or July 3rd.
Yeah, but they're gonna have a hard time beating the Minnesota. The Lynx are just tough right now.
They are tough, but we also said that on that side of the bracket, anyone could have won.
Yeah, I mean,
and we were
Minnesota,
guaranteed New York was winning, and look where
we did.
That went. So you never know.
I forgot about that.
And stuff, you never know.
Yeah, I forgot about we guaranteed New York because it was pretty much over.
We literally said it's anyone against New York.
Yeah, and I think Jonquel, she's gonna be out for 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, they're going to struggle. I mean, you got to think the last time we talked WNBA, Minnesota and New York both were undefeated. Minnesota has since lost one, and New York has lost 3 games total.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. So yeah, Jonquel need to get back.
Yeah, they need. I mean, but when you look at her like overall statistics, like points wise, she doesn't go crazy. Like her average isn't that crazy. But clearly, she's making a difference somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, all over she's rebounding. She's a low post presence that some of the other teams don't have right now because most of their low post players, they're stretch centers or stretch forwards where they're always shooting under the 3. But she can work it down low.
How much do you think winning the Commissioner's Cup matters? Do you think it matters at all, or does it affect anything at all?
No, I mean,
say no.
Yeah, I guess right now because it's still new. Maybe in 10 years when it's a big deal, and maybe if it's worth a little bit more money to the ladies.
2024, Minnesota beat the Liberty in the Commissioner's Cup, and look where that went.
And then I guess both of those teams ended up playing each other in the finals.
Golden State brings back Caitlin Chen.
The most surprising team in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Without a question. Without a question. Golden State. 7-6 right now. Just think here. My Mystics are 6-8. That's fine. I'm happy for my Mystics. But at 7-6, the Valkyries are ahead of Las Vegas and Indiana.
Yep.
That were 2 of our top picks. And how are they making it? Like, if you watch their games, it's like a whole team effort. It's not one person. It's
Well,
Everybody.
okay, speaking of that, whoever they played, they beat the Fever 87-77. And in that game, every
Yeah.
reserve player that came in had at least 9 points.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Bench
Where are you going to get that
players.
production from? You're never going to
Bench
get that production
players.
from. Do you think it's the coaching? See, I think it's a little bit of the coaching and the atmosphere together.
Well, it has to be atmosphere. I mean, that lady, I forgot her name, but she came from the
Yeah.
Aces.
Yeah. And like the atmosphere of the crowd, their arena right now is rocking. It's almost like a college atmosphere out there.
Right? It's a new
That
team. It's exciting, and
yeah.
it's in an exciting area. And to the same argument I've been making with the Mystics is there's no one thought they'd be good. They have no pressure
Yeah.
on
No
them right
pressure.
now.
No pressure.
0. And they're
But I
seven
think they
and
lost.
six. Is
Yeah.
crazy.
I think they lost three ladies to the Euro Cup thing that's going on right now, the Euro Basketball Championship.
That
So
is
that's why Chin and
sad.
them came back because they needed ladies on the roster,
Yeah.
and kind of go back to one of our first episodes that we talked about the roster size of the WNBA. It's small. So like if you look on the bench of a game, sometimes it's 10 girls there total.
That's why they have to bring players in when
Yeah,
others go
hardship.
elsewhere.
They got a term called hardship.
Right.
They brought her back on a hardship contract. Like, no, you should already had her in the system.
She should have stayed.
Yeah. Now, I seen the score the other day, so and everybody was happy. It was like, man, they
Yeah,
got it going
the
on over
AM
there.
won, yeah. I mean, they've
Yeah.
they've surpassed the win total of the previous 2 expansion teams in just 12
Oh,
games.
yeah, but
That's still
7 and
impressive.
6, and that's what like 9 days of training camp. Remember that 9 days
Right.
of training camp.
The defense alone, they held Caitlin to 11 points
Uh,
and
they
0 threes.
Yeah, like they D'd her up so good without the physicality like of Connecticut. Like they D'd her up the proper way of doing it instead of trying to get into her head.
So that's
That's what
coaching.
that's
That's
what surprised
coaching.
me. Well, some of the other
Somebody in
teams
there
need to
knew what
steal
they were
her.
doing. Somebody on that team knew
Yeah,
what they were doing. She
it
went
might have been
0
Kate
for
Martin.
7 from 3.
Yeah, I seen it hit one or two, but it was like after a foul and they had already blown the whistle.
Yeah.
Might Kate Martin's like, hey, this is how you guard her.
I mean, she played with
I
her
th-
for that long. You got to use it.
yeah, but I mean, you think about the Valkyrie. Like Kate didn't get much time last year with the Aces, but she's playing a pivotal role right now, and she's getting buckets. She's on the floor a lot.
All
So
the
like
time, yeah.
they got something going on over there in the water in Golden State that they're not sharing with the rest of the
They
league.
got the hype. Hype and no
Yeah.
pressure.
Do you think they end up making the playoffs?
It's so dependent on other factors.
Hmm.
Like,
But I just don't think they can keep this momentum going all this time. If they
it'd be
do, I'll be surprised.
impressive, but I don't know. Like, they're not in a spot that I thought they would be.
Yeah.
Like, I thought we'd switch Golden State and Dallas, to be real.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then when you see where Dallas is right now, and it's like, can y'all get a victory?
3
Dang,
and 12.
Shit, that's embarrassing.
That's actually crazy. I
So,
had
do you have the standings pulled up?
no, I don't.
Let's go down. Let's go down the standings real quick. I can pull. I
I
have it
know
pulled up.
it's Minnesota,
Yeah,
New York,
Minnesota 1, 12 and 1. New York 2 at 10 and 3.
Mercury.
Phoenix still balling. Phoenix has a good team.
They
They
do.
more I look at that roster, it's pretty good.
You just don't
They're
hear
just
about
gelling
them
good,
much. Like they're sitting at
huh?
3, and I feel like you
Yeah,
don't hear about them that much,
you don't hear about them at all.
which is weird. Like I
It's
feel
like,
like now that Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner aren't there anymore, you just don't
yeah.
hear about them.
That's my feelings the same. It's like without the big name stars, you don't hear about them. I mean, even though they got AT and
Sati
pronounce the name,
Sabali.
yeah.
Ooh, that'd
Well,
be
after
good.
Phoenix, you got Atlanta. They're 10 and 4. Seattle 9 and 5. Then the Valkyries. They're at sixth place right now. Is that 7 and 6?
Yep.
I forget. I ain't got my glasses on. Las Vegas and Indiana 6 and 7. Washington 6 and 8. Los Angeles disappointing 4-10. She was.
Crazy.
And then Chicago, 3-10. Their offense is so stagnant. There is no movement. I think it looks better with Angel Reese running kind of like the point forward kind of position have her playing.
Yeah.
It's better because at first they feel like they're trying to get her to play like a low post game, and she don't really have that many low post moves. So maybe that's why she misses a lot of layups and get those me bounds. But yeah, so I think I like it a little better now. It's like they're trying to figure out some things to make it better, and they're actually I can't remember what game it was. There was a Haley Van Lent sighting. I think she scored like 15 points one game.
And then you just don't see, like, they just don't use her. It's weird to me.
I think it's very weird. So I will say this: like I watch her sometimes, and she look like she's a step behind, but she has something that they need. Is the shooting. They're not trying to use it.
Like the only way you fix someone being a step behind is play them.
Yeah, just give them more game time. Let them get familiar. Because right now
when
she's
you
thinking.
know what they're capable of.
Yeah.
Play them.
Yep. I can't remember what game I was watching, but she was balling out. I was like, this is why they need a player. But then you haven't seen nothing since.
Weird.
Well, after Chicago,
I feel like she's not gonna stay there.
No. After Chicago, you have Dallas at 3-12, and then the lonely Connecticut Sun, 2-12. What in the world?
Okay, so here comes the question: why does a team who's sitting at 2-12 have such animosity towards Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever?
Because they suck.
So you think that's just general frustration that had nothing to do with the fact that Caitlin Clark is Caitlin Clark?
Well, see, it's like last year, like they know Caitlin's coming in the league and she's bringing in all this attention, and we're gonna bully you around for this year. You know, you got to earn your stripes.
Right. Well, she
did.
She already did.
Yeah, she did that last year. So this year, why does it continue? It shouldn't continue because you don't see Paige going through the same thing.
Exactly.
And I would say a lot of people kept saying, "Oh, it's a racist thing." It's a racist thing. Well, against the Connecticut, there was Sheldon and Mabry. There are two white ladies, not black ladies. So is it a racist thing, or is it, I think it's a hater kind of thing.
That was hatred. Watching that game, it was just like, because was it close at any point? Maybe, I don't really know. I didn't watch it really at the time. I know that they ended up losing by like 20. Right?
Yeah. And
so it's like when it's not that close, when you're sitting at 2-12, what is it? What else is that about?
Could be a little just frustration of the continuous losing. Maybe that. But I just think a lot of ladies in that league and people out there will agree with us hate her because of who she is and all the attention she gets.
So do you think the retaliation from Sophie Cunningham was necessary or no?
Well, you had a chance. They look, Cunningham, I didn't realize this until after I started looking at some things on her. She's a bully herself.
Oh yeah.
She might be a pretty lady, but she's a bully.
No, she's been like that. She's been that guy.
I said I knew she always had like an attitude, but I didn't know it like that. But she has Sheldon. She was ready to put her in the headlock and take her down.
Love a fight. That's why I think it's so funny seeing like all the social media stuff about her like defending Caitlin Clark, and everyone like loves her now. But I'm like, she's been like that. Like you're just thinking she's only doing it because Caitlin Clark is on her team. Like, no, she's always been that way.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that's good for Caitlin in the end to have because Boston, she's not that kind of lady that's going to be there to do that. She's that's just not her personality. She's too nice of a lady.
And like let's see, Hull will get in the middle of things, but not to the level that Sophie Cunningham will. So am I mad about the retaliation? No, but I will say that entire game was the ref's fault.
I remember texting you about that, and then when I went back and watched it because I didn't see it at the time. I only seen part of it because it comes on too late sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, and you are 100% right. The refs they let that game get away way early,
Way.
way early, and like it was some things they should have stopped early on, and they just didn't. It was a
No.
lot. And I will tell you though, if you watch some of the game, go back and watch it on my YouTube TV. Caitlyn was doing some shoving and
Yes,
things early
yes,
on.
she
Yeah,
was. And no one's saying that like
yeah.
you can't get back at her. That's not what we're saying. But
Oh
to
yeah,
the rate that that game got away from the refs, I can't
yeah.
like when you're there for player safety, you can't
And,
do stuff like that.
and you can't as a ref, you can't let a game get away from you with Cunningham on one side and Mabry on the other side.
Right. Like you know
they
who's
two,
in that
they,
game.
they- they're two enforcers. You can't let that happen.
Jeez.
So, so if those who didn't see it after Sheldon and Caitlyn got into it, Mabry came over there and pushed Caitlyn on the ground. So that was a big thing.
Yeah.
If you heard about the WNBA last week, it was because of the fight.
Because of the fight.
but but do you think so? I guess we'll bring this up on the podcast though. Do you think it's a racial thing, or do you think it's more of just a hate Caitlyn thing?
I
I
think
say
the people
fans.
making it about race, I don't think that that's it.
Yeah, the fans to me make it about the race. The ladies on the court are not about the race.
Right. They want Caitlyn to be representative of like be behind this race like war that they think it is in the league right now, but she's not that person.
No,
Like
and she. Go
go
ahead.
ahead. I just feel like the people thinking that Caitlyn is standing for something that she's not. Like Caitlyn's just playing basketball. She's a competitive person. It doesn't matter what race you are.
And one thing I think people who don't watch the WNBA as much as us, they don't realize how physical that league is.
Right?
Those ladies are always battling, and that's one of the reasons I like it. It kind of reminds me of the old school NBA back when you would have the Knicks and the Heat going at it in the playoffs, and Jordan and the Pistons, the Bulls and the Pistons. It kind of reminds me of that, and I think a lot of people who watch it and they only watch the Caitlin Clark games. It's like, oh, why they keep pushing her around? Well, she probably was pushing them earlier, and it's just going back and forth.
But
But keep
those
on
people
watching.
are only making it worse because those people only watching the Caitlin Clark games is exactly why that league hates her.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
the attention is only on one player.
yeah. So America, don't just watch the Caitlin Clark games
Right.
because you're making
You're
it worse
part
for
you're
her.
part of the problem.
All you have to do is just turn the TV on and just walk away. You can just you're not watching anything anyways. Just go ahead and watch a game of WNBA. You might like something.
Watch a game that she's not in and you'll see it's
Yeah.
the same.
But
How do you have a team with Paige Beckers, Arike Gumbawale, who else is
Carrington's
not
hurt.
Karen?
Carrington's
Okay,
yeah.
Carrington's hurt.
I just I don't understand the roster. Like I don't even like their offenses. Their offensive set. Sometimes it's Enrique doing something by herself, or it's just like too much isolation and something. I don't get it. What's going on in their coaching staff? To me, he should be the first coach gone.
I mean, you're 3-12. He's already gone.
Yeah, I mean, I know Chicago's 3-10 or 3-12. Yeah, 3-10. But I
They don't
think
have as
this
good
coach,
of pieces as Dallas does.
no, not at
So
all.
to have that good of pieces and to be sitting at 3-12 is it's not a good look for that coach.
I mean, now they get after the 3-12. You got to think Paige was out what 4 or 5 games? Was
Yeah,
she?
she was out a
Yeah,
few.
yeah, because concussion protocol. So I did find out concussion protocol. You got to sit out 48 hours, and then they'll
Wow,
re-examine you. So you do at least get a
that's
couple of
more than
days
I
off, and
thought
then
it would be.
yeah, and then she could have came back, but she was sick. And then the next game she came back, and I think she put up 30, maybe 30
35,
something points.
35,
Yeah, that was a good game.
35 against Phoenix.
Yeah, she was balling. And Phoenix defensively, that's where they get at you. They are so good on defense. So
Yeah.
when you can put up 35 against Phoenix, you're doing something good.
So then it's not Paige.
No, I told you the problem is that coach. That coach and his offense is pitiful. Coach Bree, can you help them out? Maybe you can be the offensive coordinator.
Right. I'll get right on that.
Who do you think is better so far, Paige or Clark rookie season?
I feel like Paige has been more consistent.
Yeah, I will only give Paige the edge because she doesn't have as many turnovers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, offensively, Clark is better. To me, offensively, she's better because they both are good passers.
But it's the turnovers.
It's the turnovers. When she gets those turnovers under control, and it's gonna happen. Yeah, the defense better watch out. And as she gets some better players around her. I mean, every time Aaliyah Boston gets the nice pass from her and blows one of those layups, it makes me so mad. It just and every time I see it, all I think about is you saying that's why people don't watch the WNBA.
Exactly why they don't watch it, because people like that missing. But did you make your All-Star picks?
No, I haven't even voted yet.
I made my.
Who's your picks?
I have. Okay, so my guards. I have Caitlin Clark.
I said Palin. Yeah, Paige Beckers and Caitlin.
I have Caitlin Clark. I have Sabrina. I have Brittany Sykes. And I have Kelsey Plum.
Okay. Yeah, that's I can see that. I don't know, maybe Lloyd or something from Las Vegas.
Yeah, I did think about the swap, but I think I like Kelsey Plum as a player over.
Yeah.
Now in my for my forwards, I have Asia Wilson, Brianna
the best
Stewart,
player in the league.
Brianna Stewart, Nafisa, Alyssa Thomas, and Kiki Iriafen.
Oh, Kiki got a vote?
I like Kiki, bro.
She's balling. She's balling early on.
She gets my vote.
I will definitely do mine today. After we get off, when I go walk my dogs, I will definitely do mine today. So, all our 5 listeners out there, go vote. Well, I think that's about it for today, there, Shorty. Is that about it? Well, thank y'all for joining us for episode 4 of the She Does It Better podcast. Join us again in, I guess, next week or whenever Bree edits the next podcast.
Oh, yeah, no. Just rush me. It's fine.
If you really are enjoying our podcast, shoot us an email. What's the email again, Shawty?
I'll link it. I'll link it down below.
Yeah, but either, you know what we didn't do last week? Like or share.
Yeah, like, subscribe, follow our TikTok, please. I post on there.
Yeah, or in repost.
Repost our
Do they
TikToks.
have yeah, I try to repost some things on IG, but I don't know how to.
Because I know most of y'all listening are strictly getting this podcast off of Kevin's Facebook page. So in that case, download TikTok, follow our TikTok.
No, most people my age have TikTok because they watch the videos all day.
Okay,
yeah, that's what.
Either that, or they'll catch us in 2 weeks on Instagram Reels.
Yeah, I gotta say, my bad. It's Instagram Reels. I know your mom and them all
I'm
Instagram
posting on
Reels.
the wrong platform for the people who are seeing it from your Facebook. My bad. My demographic is slacking. I can see it in the analytics. So if you're a friend of mine, you're a fake fan for real.
Oh gosh, call them out.
What are the 20-year-olds doing right now? Y'all are fake. Listen to our podcast.
Drinking. Yeah,
that's fine.
You can
pregame to our podcast. Pregame to our podcast. Drive to the function. Listen to our podcast. Play the podcast at the function.
And subscribe.
Follow
like and share.
Dude, we're chaos right now. All right, hit them with it.
I gotta go walk my dogs. I see you next week.
Ready for the B drop? B drop for the outro. Ready? 1, 2, 3, boom.
Boom.
Wait, you have to do it too, bro.
What?
Ready? 3,
Yeah.
3. You're not doing it.
I'm
3,
ready.
2, 1.
She do it better. She do it better. She do